got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors. Right. Moments pass, make this one count. Untied. You're so good at dragging yourself down. Why? Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser, your doubts. There's a heart gone out of rhythm in despair. Held underwater, fighting for air. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors around. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die.
extra, but I know I'm the same, yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my, all good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that way. Tryna control our emotions. If we on a right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead, but we could go all night. Now all of my calls go to voicemail. I block you so I don't raise hell. Should've talked through it in detail. Our separate ways ain't gon' end well, no. But when we get back, it's like, oh my, all bad all day, but the night I get that good till we act right. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that wave. Tryna control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane either way, baby, we could go all night. All night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves. And I'm knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone. In the presence, I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb, the way you dress and gone. Flex and hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage. You got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weathered. We fight retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle, you a treasure. Feel like you setting fire.
All right. Just about ready here. Let's see if we can change this over. Hi there. There's my face. I gotta turn that down a little more. I forgot I had lyrics in this on here today. We'll change that. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to the show. It's Tuesday, Twitter Tuesday, but I haven't been here long enough to really dig too deep into the news. So we're gonna find stuff as we go along, but I do have this. People are still talking about the Grammys, and since I really did, I don't think Jericho and I talked a whole lot about that yesterday, so we'll talk a little bit about it today. There's a couple funny things. In particular, that breaking news about Bonnie Raitt. We'll get into that after the intro. Johnny, just play the intro. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, the one and only Dawg Knight.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. I'm your host, Marty, also known as Dawg Knight on the internet. Welcome back to the Dawg Knight Channel on this Tuesday, Twitter Tuesday, the 7th of February, 2023. where we're going to talk a little bit about things that are happening. Look, here's the problem. I am late today, which I worked a little later than normal again. So, I'm back into that drift, but I don't want to be in that drift anymore. I am not going to do it. I'm going to be, well, if I can remember to turn the damn microphone on. I always mute that part over there because I don't like the echo in the intro. And I can't figure out how to get rid of it without just muting the microphone. But if I could do it without muting the microphone, I would do that. But I can't. So every once in a while, I'm going to forget to click it again. But anyway, good morning. I hope you're happy and healthy. We're counting down to the 1,000th episode. This Friday is 997th episode today. And then 98, 998, 999, and 1,000 on Friday. Now, I need your help, people. I need your help. I want to try to have a lot of people here on Friday. Now, I've enlisted some help from some of my friends out in the internet world, and so they're going to be trying. But I need your help too. Look, by the way, oh shoot, you know what I didn't do? Hang on a second. Where's my? Oh, I don't even have that promo one. Doggone it. Well, here, I want to show you something. I got something to show you. You may have seen it already, but I'm going to show it to you anyway because, sometimes I just got to make sure you see it. And let me cue this up real quick. There's the damn video. It's over here somewhere. All right, here it is. All right, we're going to pause this. We're going to expand that. We're going to move that over there. Then I'm going to hit this button over here. All right, here we go. Here's a commercial. Oh, damn it. Let's try this again. Okay, hang on. See, when I get here late, stop it. Shut up, please. Hold up. Hey, I don't even know the words. All right, let's try it again. I'm not as, look, Boomer Tech, baby, Boomer Tech. Boomer Tech is where it's at, okay? If you don't do a little Boomer Tech here and there, you ain't living. So here we go. Let's try it again. All right, here's the promo. This is one promo. I'm doing a new promo every day. I got to make another one today because a bunch of my friends sent me some videos that I said, hey, if you want to congratulate me, why don't you do it ahead of time and I can put you in the promo. So now I put a bunch of people in the promo, but now I got to play it. How are you? Oh, you're talking to Mike Savage. Here we go. It ain't working. What the hell? Oh, wait a minute. That should have worked. Hold up. What the hell did I do? All right, let's try this. We're going to try one more time. Hold up. Let me escape here. I need to do this. Oh, I see what I did. There it goes. Now let's try it again. I'm going to have this all worked out by Friday, okay? Because I can't have this shit happening at all. It just drives me crazy. All right, here we go. Here's the promo for the 1,000th episode. This is the first promo, at least. Hey, everybody. I'm Marty, also known as Dawg Knight on the internet. Quiet. Hold up.
Dawg Knight.
Oh, that's why. Hang on.
Dawg Knight.
Dawg Knight.
Dawg Knight.
Let's try this. Hold up. Damn it. Start over. Hey, everybody. I'm Marty, also known as Dawg Knight on the internet.
Dawg Knight.
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 Dawg Knight. Dawg.
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 Hi, Dawg.
Sir Dawg.
Go your dog.
The Dawg Knight.
And I'm about to celebrate my 1,000th episode of the Morning Night Live.
1,000th episode of the Morning Night Live.
1,000 shows? Wow.
1,000th episode.
And 1,000 episodes.
1,000 episodes.
1,000 episodes. That's 3 zeros, people.
It's February 10th, 1,000th episode. That's amazing. He has, the name of his show is The Morning Night Live.
It happens Friday. Doing an all-day stream, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern.
All day long on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter Spaces, Morning Night Live this Friday, February 10th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You gotta be there. All right. No, play it again. Stop it. No, I'm not going to spend the whole day trying to show this to you, AD. That's not funny. If I thought it was funny, I'd be laughing right now. But do you see me laughing right now? I'm not laughing about that. I'm not laughing at all. Okay, it's kind of funny. Never mind. Anyway, let's say good morning, everybody, and let's get this show started. Because there's news to talk about. There's things on the internet to talk about. It's Twitter Tuesday. I got to talk about Twitter, and I got to talk about other stuff that's going on. So here we go. Let's see. First, on the Rumble side of the ledger, by the way, make sure you're subscribed to me on Rumble, Odyssey, and YouTube, just in case, because I'm not the brightest bulb in the tree, and sometimes I say shit that gets me kicked off with one or the other platform. So make sure you're subscribed everywhere. First, over on Rumble, Avocados Diablo gets the bell because, he's the... Oh, what the... Now what's going on? Why is everything messing up? There. God, this is driving me nuts today. Okay, I'm going to get these bugs out before Friday because there's going to be a lot of people here that never been here before, and I don't want to look like an idiot. So anyway, happy for being first there, AD. Also, good morning, Chicago. Mike, Shady Grins over there, Jimmy Das Hotep. And now he said something. Oh, wait, there's a whole bunch of other people. It's Michael Savage, Blarg, Simon Wolfwood, and okay, I think that's everybody. Get everybody on that side, yes. And Jimmy Das Hotep, of course. On the YouTube side of the ledger, AD, also Johnny on the spot over there, gets the bell. Maddie's in the house. Tyrannus. Alexandrius. Tremelich. Good morning, Ty Alexander. Also, Mike Savage, Blarg. My favorite Canadian Jaeger ponies in the house. Simon Wolfwood, Maddie's on this side of the ring, too. Also, good morning, too. Rick Ashbringer. All you need. What's up? Been a while. Nice to see you. Also, good morning, Tex AG 007. Jay Pylon's in the house. What that? Yeah, there we go. Also, good morning, Chicago Mike, Lord Stanhope, Attack Alpaca, Special K on Acid, good morning. Let's see, who else is here? I'm scrolling down. Nomad's in the house. Stop. Hammer time. Also, good morning to Rachel, Madhouse, Dildo. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. Good morning also to, who else is here? Episkipos, 5Z's in the house. I know what I was trying to think of the other day. When I kept saying 5Z, because I was trying to think of 5G. That's the cell phone thing, right? The technology, and you got 4G and 5G. But Episkipo is 5Z. That's some super extra special technology there. Also, good morning to HP Lovecraft and Os Sands in the house. Nice to have you back. And Black Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
Good morning, Rusty Shack. You caught me with Jericho, but okay. He's Rusty Shack says, "Yo, Pete, I caught you with Jericho, but y'all were talking about Kamala, and I just can't handle that. I plan to rewatch later today while I'm working. Hope you're having a good one." Well, I am having a good one, and I hope that you can stomach your way through us talking about Kamala Harris. Also, good morning to AWOL's in the house. And am I all the way at the bottom now? I am at the bottom. All right, that's everybody. Good damn morning, in the immortal words of Jericho Crean. Now, we've already got a couple Streamlabs. By the way, if you want to sponsor the show, there's a couple ways you can do it. First, you can hit the like button. That's the most, well, that's not the most important, but it helps. I guess they keep telling me it helps. I don't know if I really believe it helps or not, but it can't hurt. It's engagement, I guess. So hit the like button while you're thinking about it. Sharing. That's the number one. Share this out with people who might like to come see me do Boomer Tech. And then of course, you can also do what FTG Farms in Chicago Mike did right here. PDawgKnight.live. That's the Streamlabs link. If you don't want to give Susan 30% of the money you're trying to give to me, but you also want to, and you want to talk more. You want to have a longer, be able to write some stuff out without having restrictions just because if you give $2, you get 30 characters. And if you get $10, you get 50 characters. And that. No, I'm giving you the same amount of characters if you give $2 or $1,000. Now, if you give $1,000, I might sell you the show, but you still can write the same number of characters and whatnot. So anyway, thank you. Speaking of which, the first sponsors of the day, FTG Farms is, and by the way, FTG Farms, you are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. It says, maybe I should have some music today. I'm gonna do music, and let me get rid of these vocals though. I don't want vocals. We're gonna go 90s pop style music for the super chats today. So here we go. Is that 90s pop-ish? Oh, you know who that sounds like? That sounds like why do I know this song? That sounds familiar. Anyway, thank you, FTG Farms, first sponsor of the day, who says, hello, we at FTG Farms would like to donate. Oh, that's too loud. That's too loud. Let me turn that down. Hold up. Or is it too loud for you, or is it just me? Is that just my damn sensitive ears? Maybe it's just me. Anyway, we at FTG Farms would like to donate to Save a Boomer at SAB. You can help a boomer, not boomer. In the arms of the boomer, we can help. Okay, I gotta turn this off because I'm trying to sing this song, and now we got other music coming up here, and it's all confusing. So hold up. Let me start over because this is very touching. It almost makes me sad. It gives me warm feelings inside. Here, let me. FTG Farms wrote a song for me. In the arms of the boomer, we can help them all. For less than a coffee, you can teach them how to use technology. Oh, I'm tearing up. That's the most beautiful thing anything ever wrote for me. Anyway, love you, Boomer. Happy 1,000th old man. Well, we're not there yet, but thank you, Tyre. You old man bullshit. And then also thank you, Chicago Mike, who also dropped a small bullet in the jar, which also means you are also the Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Thank you, who says this show. Oh wait, I forgot music. I'll turn it down just a little bit because someone's a little loud. There we go. Now it just needs to be a hint of theme behind it, right? Chicago Mike says, this show is not brought to you by YouTube. We want a platform like Rumble, who will let you know that the stream started. Hey, yeah, like Rumble gives you the notification, and also follow me on Locals. I'll always try to send that notification out too. Thank you, Chicago Mike. And then TexAG 007 007 says, and by the way, TexAG, you are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day, who says a little something to help find a cure for your boomer tech problems. You know, stop the music. There seems to be a slight theme going on here. Look, is it really that bad? Come on now. Come on, man. Hello, Somnambule Nation. I see you showed up in the chat. All right, should we talk about something important or at least interesting instead of me making fun of myself and everyone else making fun of me? So I found, oh, by the way, real quick, let me see, check notifications here. I got some thank yous. Thank you, Johnny Hellcat. Wait, how dare I? What did I do? I don't know what I did. Let me find out, Johnny. Thank you, Somnambule Nation. Thank you, Swamp Fox Ghost, Somnambule Nation, Jimmy Das Hotep, all the people who are tweeting out the show. Maddie, I greatly appreciate all of yous. And thanks for tweeting out the show. Shut up, bot. What this is shut up, bot? Someone told me shut up, bot. Someone called me a bot. Oh, I know why. So anyone to watch Tim Pool last night? I mean, I know some of you won't do it on purpose, but so Tim Pool, I'm not going to show you any video, but Tim Pool last night, he finally addressed the Eliza Blue situation. Now, the Eliza Blue situation is interesting. I think the most people, while the focus seems to be on her and her, questionable or not questionable or super questionable, whatever you're going to call it, past, and how she's endeared herself to a certain area of the internet. It's not really the most important story on the planet, but Tim Pool last night, because he's still getting a lot of, these pay pig kind of people, these people who are trying to get him to talk about it through his super chats, and I enjoy watching Tim Pool when he has interesting guests on, but he was kind of a dick last night. I gotta be honest, because all he has to do is he made it sound like he didn't want to, like he had nothing to do with any of her rising to a star, or to being not a star, but being notorious, right? But she's been on a show a couple times, and so people just want him to address the fact that this person is getting people deplatformed. But he seems to think it's all about her, and it's in a way it's about her, but it's more about people getting deplatformed, people getting silenced on Twitter by her. And how did she gain so much power that people on Twitter, including the head of trust and safety, and maybe even all the way up to Elon Musk, who is a large figure in America, or in the world, he's one of the richest men in the world, right? How did this person, who he's saying is insignificant and doesn't want to cover her, have so much power that she has the ears of some of the most powerful people in the world? And that is what people are mad about, because that people are being deplatformed. If people had never gotten deplatformed, she could have easily played off this whole story. So Tim is really wild. Tim has straight up no principles whatsoever. I bet you'd find a small hat under that beanie. Well, you won't find any hair, but you'll find a hat. And then let's see. Tim Pool attracts grifters. Yeah, well, it's the internet game, though. I mean, everyone's a little bit grifty. I'm a little bit grifty, I think. Speaking of which, you can sponsor the show at pdognight.live. Anyway, how did she gain that power? She does butt stuff. Whoa, is that a question or a statement? I do not know if she does butt stuff. I'm happily married. Anyway, do you think Tim gets saddle sore the way he rides that fence? Yeah, well, he's not even riding the fence. He's like a mule that won't go in the direction that the person who drives the mule wants it to go. It's like the mule that just stops. Truth is, Tim Pool would gladly trade away his YouTube empire for a rich, thick, full head of long flowing hair. Well, look, okay, this hair thing with Tim Pool, I don't understand it. He wears a stupid hat. Hey, good morning, Jabberjaw. That's a new name. Nice to have you here. Tim Pool wants that booty. He might have. Well, I was going to say he might have had that. Well, I can't go there. That's not important. What was the hell was I trying to say? Oh, I was going to talk about Tim Pool's hair. Why does he wear that damn beanie? I mean, everyone knows he's bald. Or he could just do what Elon Musk did. He could do what Joe Biden did. He could do what any number of hair club for men people did. Jeremy Piven, by the way, I went to college with Jeremy Piven. You know what Jeremy Piven is? What's that show that he was on, that the HBO show that everybody liked? Anyway, because I just saw him do did I just see him do a hair club for men ad? I swear to God, I think I saw Jeremy Piven in a hair club for men. He went bald at 20. I know, lots of people do. Entourage, yes, thank you, Jaeger Pony. He was an Entourage. I went to college with him. He lived right down the hall from me in the dorm. And him, okay, this is my it's kind of my 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon, or is it 6 degrees? It's 6 degrees to Kevin Bacon? I don't know. Anyway, not only did Jeremy Piven live right down the hall from me in the dorm in college, so did Jason Gedrick, they both lived on the same floor at Drake University in college. And I was like, wow, that's weird how they both ended up, having pretty good acting careers. I just saw Jeremy Piven was a character in Shooter. He had a small bit part. But anyway, okay, who can tell me, not Jeremy Piven, I'm sorry, Jason Gedrick. Tell me, people, the movie that made Jason Gedrick semi-famous. Who knows the movie? Jason Gedrick, his first big role that people got to know who the hell he was. Because he had a lot of little roles in some shitty movies, but one movie that he was really good, that really got him on the map. Anybody know who Jason Gedrick is? Never heard of him. Oh my gosh. If no one can come up with it, I'll give you some hints. If Frantic Monkey was here, he would know. But nobody knows who Jason Gedrick is. Huh. He was in Cars. I don't know if he was in Cars. Cars like what the hell was what? I don't know. Jason Gedrick. You're thinking Bateman. You're thinking Jason and Justine. Those are Batemans. Soul Man? Nope. Debbie Does Dallas. Hey, Somnable Nation! You got it! Oh, wait, the wrong one. That's not that. Stop, not that one. Here, hey, you got it. Iron Eagle with Lou Gossett Jr. He stole an F-14, or he got caught. He was out flying in an F-14. He was a teenager, and his dad was a pilot, and his dad taught him how to fly, and he ended up stealing like an F-14. And Cappy, what's his name? Oh, Jeremy Piven was in Cars. Well, I'm talking about, everyone knows who Jeremy Piven is, but people didn't know who Jason Gedrick was. So anyway, God, what am I doing here today? Anyway, so so let's talk about what's trending on Twitter. Iron Eagle, great movie, idiotic plot. Oh yeah, the plot was stupid as hell, but it was entertaining. And anything with Lou Gossett Jr. at the time was bound to at least get some traction. It was, so it was a decent movie with a stupid plot. Anyway, all right, let's talk about things that are happening. It is Twitter Tuesday, so I got a couple Twitter items here. First of all, the Grammys are still trending. Like I went to Twitter to see what was trending, and the Grammys is still trending like it was number one. Oh, what the hell? That's something different now. The Grammys were trending number one this morning. Now it's all, oh my God, the whole thing's changed over. There must be something going on in Korea because a lot of Korean pop stars are trending right now. Anyway, but the Grammys are trending this morning. And you see in the thumbnail, right? You see it right there in the thumbnail. This was hilarious because Bonnie Raitt was one of the people from the Grammys who was trending. And it was really kind of touching when she won her award. I think she was, I don't know who exactly she was up against. It was almost like an all-woman thing. So Jill Biden got to give the award for Song of the Year, which I don't know why they chose Jill Biden. I'm not mad about it, although there's people who think that Republicans are mad that Jill Biden handed out an award at the Grammys. Now, I'm looking at this dress Jill Biden wore. She looks, I mean, that's kind of a award show dress. She looks pretty normal, although, well, never mind. I'm not going to talk about her neck because she's an old lady. She has an old lady neck. Don't care. The Satanic Grammys. Yeah, we'll get to that. So anyway, I just want to show you the reaction. I don't think I'm going to play the sound because I just don't need the copyright nonsense. But here is so there's Jill Biden, and she's talking about the Song of the Year, and she announces the winner of the Song of the Year, and she names the Song of the Year. And look at how sweet Bonnie Raitt's reaction is, because she's like, "Are you kidding me? I'm an old lady in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I just won Song of the Year." So genuinely shocked, and I don't know who she's up against. Anyone know who she was up against? I thought, here, let's see. Let's go Grammys, Song of the Year nominees. Grammys, let's see, Grammys, 2023. Jesus. The Song of the Year nominees. Let's see if I get that the first time. Let's go. All right. All right. 2023 Grammys. What are the nominees? I just want to know the nominees. I don't care about the. Oh, good Lord. Not record of the year. Is that. Oh my gosh. ABBA was up for a record of the year at the Grammys this year? That's crazy. Song of the year. Here we go. Let's scroll down. Song of the year. She was up against A, B, C, D, E, F, U. Is that the song or is that the writer? No, that's the song. About Damn Time by Lizzo and somebody else. All Too Well, Liz Rose and Taylor Swift. As It Was, Tyler Johnson, Kid Harpoon, Harry Styles. Okay. Let's see. Bad Habit by Steve Lacy and some other people. Break My Soul, Beyonce. Easy on Me, Adele and Jared Kirsten. God Did, Someone. Wait a minute. Bonnie Raitt's not on here. I thought she won Song of the Year. I don't see Bonnie Raitt on here. Who's the winner? Well, Bonnie Raitt. Yeah, Bonnie Raitt, just like that. So she beat some big names, right? And so some people are really upset about it because she beat some big names. And so you get, this isn't the only outlet that made this headline, but this right here is cracking me up. Breaking news from the Daily Mail UK. Shock as unknown blues singer beats Beyonce, Adele, and Taylor Swift to win Song of the Year at the Grammys. And I was thinking, like, unknown blues singer? Okay, so here's some accomplishments of Bonnie Raitt. She's a 14-time Grammy winner. She's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She's 50th. Now, this is, okay, hang on a second. She's 50th among the 100 greatest singers of all time for Rolling Stone. Now, that one I don't give two shits about because Rolling Stone's list of top singers is garbage. Okay? They have Bob, what's the dude from Robert Zimmerman, Bob Dylan. They have Bob Dylan at number 15 on the greatest singers of all times, Rolling Stone magazine. So as soon as I saw that, and then Michael Jackson like 87. Now, granted, I don't think Michael Jackson's the greatest singer in the world, but he wrote a hell of a lot of great music, and he's a hell of a lot better singer than Bob Dylan. I just don't get it. So anyway, and then she's 89th among the 100 greatest guitarists of all time for Rolling Stone. She's one of the great. She does that slide guitar thing, you put that little metal, like 4-inch metal ring on your finger, and she slides the ring and on the frets and shit. She's a good guitarist. She's entertaining. The greatest guitarist of all time in the top 100. I don't know, but and again, Rolling Stones. I discount anything Rolling Stone did. But she's a legend. She's a legend in music. She had some good hits back in the late 80s, early 90s. The big one was Give 'Em Something to Talk About. But she's a legend blues guitarist. It's not like she's an unknown. But the Daily Mail says unknown blues singer beats Beyonce, Adele, and Taylor Swift. Look, Taylor Swift wouldn't have a career if it weren't for the Bonnie Raitt. Let's just put it that way. Record, it and this were more likely lifetime achievements as awards. Well, yeah, that's kind of how sometimes these things go. She got the nostalgia vote from the people who vote for the Grammys. And but good for her. I mean, good for Bonnie Raitt. I think it's just funny though. Unknown blues singer. All right, that's enough about the Grammys. What else did I got that's happening in Twitterville here? I do think it's funny though that I also think it's funny that they had Jill Biden up there. Dr. Jill Biden. Hello, Unacceptable Views. Nice to see you. Dr. Jill Biden was up there, right? Jill is bringing Bono to the State of the Union. Seriously? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Why? Why? Oh, these people are so obsessed with celebrities. But, you know, I can't say Donald Trump was obsessed with celebrities, so whatever. So, okay, so anyway, that's kind of humorous. Oh, now this is also Twitter. This isn't necessarily trending, but I saw Latrine Jean-Pierre was on State of the Union, or talking about the State of the Union or something. Maybe she was on Morning Joe or something. And the Joe Biden crowd, I saw Joe Biden tweet about this too. They're digging out this Republicans want to take away Social Security, Medicare kick again. And I don't know what they're running for right now, because this is usually you save this kind of rhetoric for election time. But here's Latrine Jean-Pierre, a very interesting French name, talking about the Republicans and Social Security. And they're going to talk. If Biden, I swear to God, if Biden brings this up during the State of the Union, he's going to get booed. But anyway.
What is going to be the Republicans' plan? What are they putting forward? Right now, as I mentioned earlier, we're hearing about cutting Social Security.
That's a lie.
Medicare. What is going to be the Republicans'
I don't know why this keeps turning
What are
itself
they
down.
putting forward? Right now, as I mentioned earlier, we're hearing about cutting Social Security. We're hearing about cutting Medicare.
Now, I don't even know, it was a couple days ago. Kevin McCarthy gave a speech in front of somebody. I think it was in front of the House, or even in front of whatever. He was in front of some group. He specifically said, no, the Republicans aren't touching Social Security, Medicare. Now, I personally, I think, now look, and I'm here, I need to take her off the screen. I can't do it. Me personally, I'm getting up there. I'm not that far away from that retirement age, right? And I think they should raise the eligibility for Social Security. I think they should raise it by about 5 to 8 years. People are living longer and healthier. If you get to this age, right? If you get to my age, you tend to live longer. It's getting to this age that's sometimes a trick, right? But you live to this age, people are living longer. And first of all, there is no Social Security lockbox. Anyone old enough to remember Al Gore? Well, we're going to try to keep the Social Security in a lockbox, because we're going to have a lockbox for Social Security. They're not going to touch that. Nobody can touch Social Security, and it's in the lockbox. Well, that was bullshit, because there's no Social Security lockbox. There's one big budget. All the money goes into one big pot, and there is no Social Security lockbox. And we're just spending more and more than we're taking in. And that's because there's not as many people, there's not the workforce was always like, well, I'm actually the cusp of boomer and Gen X, right? I'm the last boomer. Okay. I'm the first Gen X. Okay. But people my age are all retiring now, right? Or people close to I guess they're a little bit older than me, but all those people that we're putting in, there's not as many younger people as them. It's one of the hugest generations. And it's always been sort of a Ponzi scheme. So I don't know what they think they're going to do. If they never touch Social Security, then they're going to have to cut everything else, which I'm not against that either. I would be happy if they would just tell every department in the federal government, hey, here's an idea. You're going to cut your budget 1% a year, or you're going to, for the next 10 years. But anyway, what's going on here? What happened? Did something die? No, I'm good. Oh, YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, view buffering. Am I still buffering? I'm not buffering here. Refresh didn't work either. Gone where? Which platform? On YouTube? What the hell's going on? This shows me still going. in YouTube Studio, Rumble Frozen 2. Are you kidding me? Hang on. Rumble is frozen. Partly back. Froze on both. Really? Let me hang on a second here. Interesting. I think it's... Oh, Lord, that's because this is way behind. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully that'll get things started. It says I have internet access. Are we going yet? Back on both. Okay. Cool. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, guys. Let me refresh this, see if that does anything. No, you are. All right, let's get back. Let's go back to something else. That was my Social Security spiel. Let's see another thing. The word stormed was trending this morning, and apparently, in Oklahoma, the capital of the state of Oklahoma was taken over by some trans activists. Here's the scene in the state capital of Oklahoma. Trans lives matter, and they've taken over. It looks like an insurrection to me. I wonder why they're there. They've taken over the entire state house of the state of Oklahoma. Apparently, they're upset that the state of Oklahoma is going to take away gender affirming harm from the trans children's. And so these people are protesting in the state of Oklahoma. It's an insurrection in Oklahoma. They have stormed the Capitol. Trans Lives Matter stormed and occupied the Oklahoma Capitol today. So according to the left standards, an insurrection. Shouldn't they all be jailed without due process? Insurrectionist. And hold them without bail for 2 years and give them 5-year minimum sentences. So, and Rumble just dropped again. I have no idea what's going on here. I'm going to try, let's see, let me check my Rumble feed here. That looks like if you refresh on Rumble, it seems to work. Or is that just an optical illusion on my part? Nope, there we go. It says I'm live. All right, sorry guys. Need a clock in the corner. This is 2 minutes old. Okay, it could be. Anyway, all right. Shall we move on? So we talked a little bit about the balloons yesterday. Here in apparently NORAD apparently missed previous Chinese spy balloons incursions during the Trump administration. This is a general, because for some reason there's a big controversy about the spy balloon, right? And they keep talking about, now yes, Joe Biden had a spy balloon over over the country while he was president, but the Trump had some too, and he didn't do anything about it. People are, he didn't do anything about it. Well, so here it is. General Glenn Van Herk, commander of the North American Aerospace Defense Command, aka NORAD, and Northern Command, NORTHCOM, admitted Monday that the joint U.S.-Canada organization missed previous incursions of Chinese spy balloons, including during the Trump administration. When asked during a press briefing whether NORTHCOM was involved in tracking previous Chinese spy balloons that flew into U.S. airspace during the Biden and Trump administrations, Van Herk responded, quote, So those balloons, Commander, it's my responsibility that we did not detect those threats, and that's a domain awareness gap that we have to figure out. But I don't want to go into further detail. Hello, Annalyn, by the way. So we don't want to, we got to be careful there. We got to be careful with what we do. So he had indicated that the intelligence community tracked those previous balloons after the incursions through additional means. Now, I'm curious what additional means means. I'm assuming they mean they had some, satellite imagery or something that showed them after the fact. The Biden administration had revealed last week that China had sent spy balloons into U.S. airspace during the Trump administration, implying that the most was not a new occurrence and that the Trump administration did nothing about it. However, the fact that the U.S. military did not detect the incursions that happened under the Trump administration deflated that criticism. Van Herk's disclosure also raised questions as to how NORAD missed the previous incursions. He said that the Chinese spy balloon that entered the U.S. airspace on January 28th was more than 200 feet tall. He said that the payload that the balloon was carrying was the size of a regional jetliner and probably weighed in excess of a couple thousand pounds. Okay, what the hell was on that thing? That's a lot of heaven or something, you know what I mean? Anyway, it was easily spotted by residents in Montana as it loitered overhead and by other state residents as it traversed across the continental U.S. and exited near the South Carolina coast where the U.S. military finally shot it down. It's not clear how large the previous spy balloons were, and why the U.S. military or Canada's military missed them. Well, they missed them, and all these people yapping about, Trump did it. They can suck it, okay? That's because they didn't know about it because the military failed us, or at least NORAD did. Is NORAD part of the military? Oh, it's kind of, yeah. It's kind of has something to do with the Air Force, I think, or whatever. Anyway, so now the Pentagon, for their part in this, they're not going to explain the misleading statements about the Trump-era Chinese spy balloon because, the Pentagon, they're part of the swamp, especially Milley. He's a piece of shit. And so the Pentagon is thoroughly politicized, just like every other part of the alphabet agencies. The Department of Defense won't identify the Pentagon official who this weekend told reporters that the Trump administration let 3 Chinese spy balloons fly over our country without noting the critical fact that these incidents weren't undetected by the military. The quote, senior defense official, end quote, told, they didn't do it, but I'm going to, quote, journalist, end quote, in a background conference call Saturday that Chinese government surveillance balloons transited the continental United States briefly and at least 3 times during the prior administration. Democrats seized the Pentagon's disclosure to defend President Joe Biden, who's indefensible, amid outcry that the China balloon was China's balloon. The China's balloon? Oh, that China's balloon was allowed to travel unimpeded for several days across the continental United States, only to see the claim fizzle less than 24 hours later, when another anonymous official said that the balloons were discovered only after the former president, Donald Trump, left office. Buffering again? What the hell's going on here? This is driving me nuts. Let me see something. Let's see. Let me fix. Did this thing reset? Did I have let me check something real quick. Output. I might have to redo my settings. Something's really wrong here. Sorry, guys. Isn't it State of the Union? Oh, yeah, we're getting to that. How much time do I have? I have time. Okay, I do have time. So anyway, now we know whoever made that report and has all these little, so if you go on Twitter, there's a whole bunch of people on Twitter who, well, they're shills for the Biden administration and Democrats. And I see them all the time when I scroll through Twitter. like Brooklyn Dad Defiant, Jeff Tiedrick, the Krasenstein brothers. And although I've had some friendly conversations with Ed Krasenstein, and he actually follows me on Twitter for some unknown reason. I think because I've been at Twitter Spaces with him. But there's interesting, like, they do these things. Let me see if I can find, here, let's just look up Ed Krasenstein. I'll give you an example. Ed Krasenstein. Now, you all know who he is, don't you? I'm sure you know who Ed Krasenstein was. He and his brother are, they're shills for whatever, anything Democrat. So here's the typical Ed Krasenstein post. Let me find one on the balloon. See, he just constant all day long. He spends his whole day on Twitter saying stupid stuff. Oh, here we go. So here's this is great. Let's go here. There we go. Breaking. The White House has officially offered to brief former Trump officials about the Chinese spy balloons that they failed to catch during his administration. Apparently, Trump officials completely missed the fact that multiple balloons traversed the U.S. during their administration. Okay. I'm going to be kind. It is always very nice to me when I chat with him on Spaces. Ed, the Trump officials did not miss the balloons, sir. I'm trying not to say dumbass. I am trying not to say dumbass. The administration officials didn't miss them because the administration officials weren't looking for them. That's NORAD's job and Northcom's job. NORAD and Northcom didn't see the balloons. Their job is to alert the president if they do see them and if it requires his immediate attention. Apparently, they did not even see them. So, nice try. But let's go through Ed Krasenstein's. Let's go through his Twitter feed though, because it's very humorous. Here's one. Here's what about the Grammys? Republicans are outraged that Jill Biden presented a Grammy Award to Bonnie Raitt for Song of the Year. Now, let's if you know what a non sequitur is, watch this. Meanwhile, they didn't say a word when Melania Trump visited detained children wearing a jacket that said, "I really don't care, do you?" What the fuck does that have to do with each other, other than you shoehorned the first lady in there? But first of all, the first line is the one that is, which is what gets me. Republicans are outraged that Jill Biden presented a Grammy Award to Bonnie Raitt for Song of the Year. Okay, let's analyze that. One, outraged that Jill Biden presented a Grammy. Most Republicans probably didn't watch the Grammys. Presented a Grammy Award to Bonnie Raitt for Song of the Year. Republicans are probably the only ones who knew who the hell Bonnie Raitt was, because certainly some of you jackals didn't know who she was. And then the non sequitur of the Melania Trump visiting children. They didn't say a word. What were they supposed to be saying a word about? Hello, TC. I see you over there and over here too. Good morning. Anyway, it's just typical. Or this one. Trump's day just got even worse. The Koch network will not be backing him in 2024. They will instead back another Republican. The Department of Defense reports that Trump refused. Now, this is a flat out lie. The Department of Defense reports that Trump refused to shoot down 3 spy balloons during his presidency. Refused? What? And then an indictment of Trump is becoming more likely, which, the walls are closing in. First of all, they didn't even know the blues were there during the Trump administration. They figured it out after the Trump administration. Also, I'm pretty sure the Koch brothers, the Koch network, whatever, those two guys, they didn't support Donald Trump in the last 2 times he ran. So who cares if they would be backing him in 2024? They never were Trump people. Oh my gosh, Ed. Sometimes I am going to try to have him on the show one day, though. I swear to God, I'm going to try to have him on. Because look, when he actually talks to people, he's a very reasonable guy. It's just, even though he's a shill, he's still a reasonable guy, and he's nice. I mean, he's actually a nice guy, but he and his brother boy, I've got to swear, these are just some paid propaganda or something. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Anyway, that's his whole Twitter feed. If you ever want to have a good chuckle, just go through Ed's Twitter feed. It's very humorous. All right, next. I don't need Grammy stuff. I'm done with that. How much time do I got? Time. Someone asked about the State of the Union. So let's see what people are saying about the State of the Union. Good morning, kids. If you don't know, Steve Dominus, here's a prime example. Oh, this is great. This is from this CNS. So this is from Ace of Spades, and I'll open the article too. Good morning, kids. This is JJ Sefton, one of my favorite aggregators on the internet. Good morning, kids. If you want to know just how low this junta will stoop to deceive and demean us, here is a prime example. This is from a CNS report. In preparation for President Joe Biden's 2023 State of the Union address, security fences have been erected around... Wait a minute, what? What did they say? Security fences have been erected around the perimeter of the U.S. Capitol building, a practice that has become commonplace since the Capitol riot of January 6, 2021. On Sunday, February 5th, of the Secret Service, security fences were erected sorry. Such a child. Holy shit. Hello, James Colley. And Mythic Talent, how you doing? I didn't know Democrats are into country music. Yeah, well, she's not a country music. Well, she's country-esque. She's on the cusp of country. You're talking about Bonnie Raitt, I think. She's, that slide guitar makes her country-esque, but she's more country blues than country. Anyway, which country is kind of bluesy anyway, in some aspects, although sometimes it's country twangy. There's all kinds of country, there's all kinds of pop. Never mind, I'm not going to go into music setting. Anyway, so acting House Sergeant at Arms William McFarland told the C-SPAN reporter that the fencing will be removed on Wednesday, February 8th, the day after Biden's speech. Since the January 6, 2021 riot, security fencing has been constructed around the Capitol on numerous occasions. What did I say? Such as Biden's 2022 State of the Union. So this, of course, is pure optics. That is to project a false image that some threat to our precious democracy, still exists. The only threat to our republic is the junta in power. It should also be noted that the Capitol Police are supposed to... It was not Nancy Pelosi. Just crack him every time he writes that. But Kevin McCarthy, that he allows this farcical charade to go on, speaks directly to his character. So, and while we're chasing the mythical existential threat of white supremacy and climate change, the real existential threat to global peace and security continue unimpeded. Worse, it is evidence that those who control the instrumentalities of government, less and less the original 3 branches of government, but the unelected, unconstitutional deep state bureaucracy, are aiding and abetting China in achieving their goal of global hegemony. The latest info coming out about this spy balloon is truly disturbing and infuriating, if sadly no longer surprising, and they refer to a Breitbart article. Did I just read that? Oh, talking about the previous spy incursions. Yeah, we got that. So anyway, and the fact that they missed them. Now, granted, they may not have been 3-story tall balloons carrying a payload the size of a small jetliner, but still, these incursions have been happening, and the fact that they apparently one of the generals came out and said that they didn't, or Milley, it was Milley who said, yeah, well, we knew about one of them, but we didn't want to tell the president because, well, he was, he's a wild cannon. Excuse me? You weren't going to tell you weren't going to inform the president of the United States about something important? Am I buffering again? What the hell? What is going on here? Well, I'm going to get this fixed by Friday because this is really, really annoying. Huh. Is it back? Okay, kind of is. Good Lord. All right, we'll be checking that out later. I might have to reboot the computer. All right, State of the Union. We're going to talk about the State of the Union, right? Did I ever pull myself back here? Let's see. I had a couple articles about that. I just, let's see. Oh, by the way, have you been hearing about this nonsense? If you follow any social media about, Ron DeSantis wants to keep track of the menstrual cycles of all the girls in Florida. Well, there was an AP fact check about that. There's AP check. Check this out. So AP check fact on Florida requesting menstrual cycle data goes horribly wrong for the DeSantis haters. The Associated Press leading headline leads to a controversy adeptly handled by the governor's team. So late last week, the Associated Press ran a fact check related to the claim that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis requires all female student athletes in the state to provide detailed information about their periods to compete in organized sports, meaning because they have one of those, you got to be what you are to play in this particular sport, and that's what they made it law. So the AP found that it was false. AP's assessment false. The Florida High School Athletic Association is weighing the recommendation from an advisory committee, but no final decision has been made. DeSantis Education Commissioner is a member of the Association's Board of Directors, and the commissioner also appoints 3 others. But the association is a private, nonprofit organization, not a state agency under the purview of the governor's office. The proposed mandate hasn't had final approval, and it wasn't developed by DeSantis' office. Florida currently asks female high school athletes to provide information about their menstrual cycle on health forms required to participate in sports, but it is not mandatory. Ryan Harrison, the association's spokesperson, confirmed the new recommendations were developed by its Sports Medicine Advisory Committee and approved in late January. It will now be considered by the Association Board of Directors at its next meeting in Gainesville from February 26 to 27. So a brouhaha broke out on social media once this story was published, not helped by the exceedingly misleading headline associated with the article, which said, Florida weighs mandating menstrual cycle details for female athletes. Now, note, the word fact check might have been used in the title, not in the URL. Anyway, many DeSantis haters went into full drama mode on social media. The American Federation of Teachers president Randy Weingartner, or whatever should be, anyway, Rhinelander, practically choked on the pearl she clutches so tight. This is dystopian. It's creepy and government intrusion, forcing girls to detail their menstruation to their schools, to the state, should scare everyone. If Weingarten's priorities were on school students, she might have known over 40 states already collect such information. At least 44 states currently require or request the asking of female high school athletes for information about their menstrual period. This is new to me. I have never, ever heard of this. Is this thing still screwing up? Outsports is found through a state-by-state examination of publicly available pre-participation evaluation forms, as they are commonly called. Outsports has reviewed the websites of the High School Sports Association and Departments of Education in all 50 states at least 88% of the states include some form of pre-participation medical evaluation that requests or requires asking female athletes about their menstrual period or similar questions. I had no idea. Did any of you know this? I didn't know this. I'm curious. There's got to be some kind of medical reason. I don't know what. Of the 6 states, at least 4, Maine, Massachusetts, Mississippi, and Vermont, one of these things is not like the other, have recently asked these questions statewide or had the questions included by cities, sections, or schools. It was not clear if these questions were included in statewide athletic pre-participation forms in 2022. It's unclear if New Hampshire has ever suggested questions about menstrual cycle or genitalia from publicly available content. Outsports could only find forms for one state, Oklahoma, where the wind goes. Okay, that does not seem to ask questions about the menstrual periods in 2022. The state does include a supplemental biological sex at birth affidavit. So Oklahoma doesn't ask the question, but they do require your biological sex. You know what? This is even stupid. Okay, listen. The biological sex at birth affidavit? Now, why would they ask for a biological sex at birth affidavit? Well, because even a transgender person, their biological sex doesn't change. It doesn't change. But don't tell them that because they get really upset with you. Anyway, the DeSantis team responded rapidly and effectively to the controversy. Rapid Response Director Christina Pushaw, who I follow on Twitter, and Deputy Press Secretary Jeremy Redfern, who I also follow, responded to former U.S. Surgeon General Jerome Adams, who currently works at Purdue University's Health Equity Director, pointing out that Florida is not the only state to consider the requirement. Quote, Purdue's Health Equity Director is apparently unaware of the questions on Purdue athletic forms, Pushaw wrote, displaying a questionnaire requesting females offer the date of their last menstrual cycle. So Jerome Adams, he's a former Surgeon General who was bitching at them about this, who is the Purdue's Health Equity Director, didn't know that his own damn school asks the same damn questions on their health forms for athletes. Ha! That would be a cell phone. All right. I was going to talk about the State of the Union. Do I have time? I do. Let me find something. Let's see. Biden crime family. Joe Biden's lawyer leaves likely conducting cleansing operations of Hunter Biden-related material when he stumbled on classified documents. Oh, Lord. Where is that from? I'm going to open that up, but I want to go to state. Is there anything about the state? I guess not, since it's tonight. Oh, here we go. Here's a few State of the Union articles. Like I said, I didn't have time to do any of this. Should we watch the State of the Union together tonight? I'm debating if I really want to do that. It would drive my wife nuts, though. It really would. She can't do it. Maybe we'll watch it in the morning. There's a new poll. A majority of Democrats do not want Biden to run in 2024. That's in, what's this from? That's in the Free Beacon. Right here. Though President Joe Biden intends to run for re-election in 2024, a majority of his party doesn't want him for a second term, according to a new poll. Only 37% of Democrats want Biden to stay in office for another 4 years, down from 52% around last year's midterm election. I mean, that's bad enough that only 52% wanted him to run again. He's your incumbent. What are you talking about? Now it's down to 37%. Holy shnikes, Batman. So let's see. Here. This is that one about why were Joe Biden's lawyers trying to clean out some things and find some stuff in the closets in the back room and behind the Corvette and the little shed and his sock drawer and all that shit? Well, Joe Biden's lawyer likely conducting a cleansing operation of Hunter Biden-related material when they stumbled on classified documents. So here it is. On the February 23rd, 2023, this is the writer saying, I appeared on the Tony Katz Show to talk about my post on College Board, bends the knee to DeSantis, drops CRT and BLM from AP African American Studies, okay, whatever, and adds black conservatives. Okay, so that's about the show, but that's not what was important. The segment on CRT is at the start, and the segment on the classified documents starts at the 10:30 mark. Key takeaway on Biden is that the classified documents are a distraction. Oh, shocker. Shocker. Because I swear, I bet every president that has ever lived, and sometimes vice presidents and so on and so forth, have some sort of document that may have been classified at one time. They classify shit that doesn't need to be classified. But the unclassified docs Biden's lawyers were searching may be key to the real scandal. And from the interview, I've always argued, or at least argued for weeks, that I think the classified documents at the various Biden locations are the tail on the dog here. I don't think that when the lawyers originally discovered that there was classified documents at the UPenn satellite office in Washington, D.C., I don't think they were actually looking for classified documents. I think they were looking for things regarding Hunter Biden's business dealings, Joe Biden's dealings with foreign governments on behalf of Hunter Biden that were in his vice presidential papers that were kept at the University of Pennsylvania. I think they were looking for other things because they knew that Republicans were going to be taking over the Congress and would have subpoena power, and Republicans could subpoena University of Pennsylvania to turn over all those documents and all those records. If the records are not physically at the University of Pennsylvania, Republicans in the House can't subpoena the University of Pennsylvania. They have to subpoena Biden, which raises all sorts of issues. So I think that this was a cleansing operation conducted by Biden's lawyers. Why else would lawyers be doing this rather than just hire a moving company to move the boxes? Hey, remember when I said a long damn time ago when this thing first popped up, I said, why the hell are the lawyers cleaning out a closet in his old office? Why were the lawyers doing this? This is like moving company shit. Oh, hey, they were looking for something else. I'm just saying. So, and in the course of that cleansing operations, Biden lawyers were like, oh, crap, we've got classified documents in here. What do we do now? Well, lie about it. Well, they're smart enough lawyers. They knew they couldn't just throw them out. They knew they couldn't, so they called their buddies, the people they knew at the Department of Justice, and worked out turning them over. So I don't think this is really about Joe Biden having classified documents. I'd like to know what were in the documents that weren't classified that have to do with his vice presidential dealings that could be extremely embarrassing and are the real scandal here. The real scandal here is that Joe Biden sold access to himself, and maybe worse than access, in order to benefit his family, particularly his son, as the conduit. So, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? He has the lawyers do it because anything they see can be covered up by using lawyer-client privilege. Oh, spot on, AD. You are spot on. Yeah, that whole thing's just a big pile of bullshit fiasco. All right, got 3 minutes. Anything else I want to do? I know I want to talk. Well, maybe I won't talk about the State of the Union because we'll see the actual thing tonight. But there is an article here. Here is everything Biden won't tell you about disastrous state of our union. And this is from what? Is this Breitbart? Oh, this is the Federalist. This is going to be too long. I guarantee it because the list is long. Well, here's the list, and they elaborate on each of these, but let's just see the list. Why is this not scrolling back? Is my computer frozen? There we go. So here's what their list has. 1, the economy is not roaring back. Now, if you listen to the sycophants on Twitter, the one thing that has been good about the economy is the job numbers, right? Sort of. Okay. The jobs that were lost during the pandemic because we closed things down, most of those jobs are back, and in fact, they do have the job report was more than expected. but still the unemployment rate's about the same, but it is lower. It is back to record lows, okay, which it was in that direction before the pandemic. But the Inflation Reduction Act, didn't do much. Gas still high. There's a whole lot of problems. Food, especially, man. So I saw someone do a graphic where they said how much do you think this bag of groceries that you bought 2 years ago that cost $38 2 years ago, how much do you think it costs now? And it was, I think the answer was $72 or $73, whatever. Like, so that's a big jump in food. Eggs are almost $1 a piece in some places. Now, that's not happening here in Minnesota. I don't know why it's not. Maybe we have a lot of egg farms and egg processing plants. I don't know. But eggs are like double or more than double than what they were just a year ago. Because I buy eggs all the time. I always know the price of eggs. And the fact that the little 18-pack used to be like $3.49, $3.14, between $3.25 and $3.50, right? And now they're like $8. It's like, oh, dude, what is that? What's up with that? Anyway, or no, even more than that. Because the one place, so the Quick Trip stores, they have these Quick Trip stores, right? And they used to have, that's where we used to buy eggs all the time, because you do a dozen eggs for basically $1. I mean, they'd say a dozen eggs for $1. Well, they're not doing that anymore because they use that as an enticer to get you to come and go into their quick shop or quick, what do you call those? Convenience stores. They'd get you to come in there because you could buy eggs for $1 and then they hope you buy some other shit. Not anymore. $5 a carton at the Quick Trip. So, you know what I mean? All right. The border's getting worse. Yeah, they're not going to talk about the border. If he talks about, there's no way he's going to talk about the border. Okay. The U.S. isn't tough on China, even though we knocked down their spy balloon. Joe Biden's still China's bitch. Joe Biden is under investigation for his failures. I'm sure for at least the classified documents, which is probably just a flim-flam, whatever you want to call it. That's a distraction. There's other problems now. And also weaponizing the federal government on behalf of Democrats. The Republicans are going to start investigating that. Ukraine is a taxpayer-funded money pit. That's a good one. They explain that a little bit. And Biden, though probably was a moderate when his brain actually worked, he is actually doing the bidding of the far lefties and like the Ron Klains of the world. Although Ron Klain is gone, ding dong, the witch is dead. And also, Biden is not a unifier. This is going to be, I guarantee, this is going to be a divisive speech. It's not, Joe's not, because look, someone's going to write him a speech that's going to sound, maybe if someone else gave it, sounds kind of conciliatory. Problem with Joe Biden is when he goes off script, it never goes well. So I'm interested. Gosh, I don't want to watch it. The State of the Union is 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. Is that right? Is it that late? Oh, God, I don't want to stay up that late. Here's what we'll do. Maybe we'll just take a look at it in the morning, or maybe I'll just listen to it overnight and when I get up and highlight what was good and what was bad, which at least the first half of that won't take me that long. I hate the State of the Union anyway. Joe Walsh, who's a former Republican congressman from Florida, and now he's he's a total anti-never Trump guy. And he's on Twitter but he still has some conservative principles. And he was saying that, they wish they would just stop doing a live State of the Union address and just do it like they used to do back in the day, where they would just, the president would do a written State of the Union to the Congress, and that's all. But no, we have to have the dog and pony show where he gets up in front and gets announced by the sergeant at arms, and everyone stands up and claps. And then, every time he has what's supposed to be an applause line, the Democrats will get up for one of them, and then the Republicans will get up for one of them. Occasionally they'll all get up, but mostly it's just the the Democrat. This time, when it's a Republican laundry list, and the Republicans stand up all the time. And when it's a Democrat laundry list, and then the Democrats stand up all the time. And then you get the pundits talking about it, and sometimes talking during it, but pundits talking about it. And afterwards, and then you have the fake reply, which unfortunately Sarah Huckabee Sanders has to do this year. And I don't know why they made her the sacrificial lamb. Sometimes it works to have the response, but I just don't think so. And then they got a Spanish response this year, the Republicans are doing, which I'm not sure about that either. Couldn't they just, do Spanish closed captioning under the Sarah Huckabee Sanders response? I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, I don't know what's going on with the damn no data. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? I just swore. You'll catch it later. I'll hope to have this problem fixed by tomorrow. We'll do some adjustments and make sure this works. Anyway, I got to go, ladies and gentlemen. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, share the stream, do all that stuff. Comment in the comment section if you're watching on replay. And if you want to sponsor the show, pdognight.live, Venmo, Cash App, YouTube Super Chats. I'm going to close it down because this is just not working well. Holy shit, that's an hour behind. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Please bear with me. We'll be back tomorrow. And Friday, we're going to have the all-day show, so I better have this shit fixed by then. Anyway, thanks, everybody. I got to go. My name's P. Dawg Knight. And I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Hey, this is P-Dawg Knight, and thank you for watching today on the P-Dawg Knight channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cash App, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm P-Dawg Knight, and I'm out of here.